Thank you all for being here tonight. We're going to play the whole album, start to finish. Here we go. No, just the new one, not all of it.
We do have all night.
You don't know me, but I'm someone like you. I am a woman, I am human too. I am your mother, your daughter, your sister, your friend. I am a woman, I am human. You don't know me, but I dream just like you. I've got big plans, important things to do. I've got my liberty, I've got my happiness to pursue. You don't know me, but I'm just like you. How can a person be expected to live with no autonomy, with no choice in what they give? Can't you see me? For all that I am a woman, I am human. You could be me with one roll of the dice. You could lose everything, all of your power, your voice. When it was written, it was one vote for every white man. We will lose everything if we let this stand. How can a person be expected to die no more than a vessel for a possible life? Can't you see me? For all that I am a woman, I am a human. I'm not a sinner, I'm not yours to control. I'm not the cause of the fall of man. I am your mother, your daughter, your sister, your lover, your friend. You already know me, and you've got to trust me. You already know me, and you've got to trust me. You already know me. I am human, I am human, I am human. Thank you so much. Well, I realized while promoting this album that it's my 10th album. Yeah. And the first one came out in 2004, so it's been 20 years, which is just wild. And it's just such, these songs are so vulnerable and personal, and I'm so pleased that you're here to celebrate them and to celebrate just the strength in women's stories. We need more of that celebration. And this next song is called My Own Moves, and it was Song of the Day on The Current on Friday, which was like a big deal. I'm going to introduce the band as we go along, but this is Anthony Ihrig here on banjo. he was gonna play the dobro, but his dobro had like an accident, and so he brought his banjo, which is actually perfect because I wrote this song on the banjo during the pandemic when I acquired beginner banjo skills. So I'm glad you're here with that. Yeah. And I'll tell a story about Anthony. He's from the High 48's bluegrass band. Yeah. And he played at my wedding. The High 48s did in 2007. I like books, and this song was also inspired by this book, The Dance of Anger by Harriet Lerner. And it's just a song, this book is about learning how to set boundaries, trust yourself as a kid and as a woman, and I just didn't learn how to naturally express anger or boundaries, and I found this book invaluable. I read it twice during the pandemic. And just this idea of like dancing, I was thinking about partner dancing and how I have this default setting of following someone else's lead, and that's very cultural. And so I'm still trying to learn how to trust my own gut and my own moves. I stayed up late last night with a glass of wine, turned the TV on just to pass the time. Two people fell in love right there on the screen, and I remembered how we used to be when our blood was young, when our hearts were sure, when love was easy. It's just the way we learn to dance. You take the lead, I'll follow your steps. Now it's my turn to trust my own moves. It ain't easy, no it ain't easy. Do you remember when we used to talk on So as I was thinking about how to introduce this next song, I thought I'd share a secret about myself. I swear a lot when I'm alone. I really do. And during that first year, especially of the pandemic, our daughter was 3, and it was just so hard to find time for myself, for self-care, for also creativity. And I had started recording an album right before shutdown, and then trying to make it happen during that first year of everything being so uncertain was really difficult. And I remember being up in my little office, trying to get some work done, and my regular swear words just weren't having the same oomph as they usually do. And I just found myself saying, "Mother of God." And then I realized, wow, you know what? Mary, I remember her. And I spent my early years in the Catholic Church, and she was everywhere. And I thought, you know what? I really wish I had a woman to pray to. Mary would get it. She was a mother. And so this is my very vulnerable prayer to Mary. Mother Mary, help me get through. I don't know how to do it all, but I'm calling on you. God hasn't walked a mile in a woman's shoes. Mother Mary, help me get through. Mother Mary, was work ever done? Did you doubt your own competence? Did you have any fun? Was life just a backseat ride to raising God's son? Mother Mary, was work ever done? I am just one woman, stretched like a sail on a boat that is too far from shore, and the waves, they just keep rolling. Is it a sin if I want something more? Mother Mary, did you ever disappear? Did you ever skip town for a while to get your head clear? Did you ever learn to give it all while your light just fades? Mother Mary, did you give yourself away? I am just one woman, stretched like a sail on a boat that is too far from shore, and the waves, they just keep rolling. Is it a sin if I want something more? And I remember your face, how it shined in that church, full of beauty and grace. You were the image of love, Holy Mother of God. Were you ever enough? Mother Mary, how did you grieve the loss of your brightest self, the life that you dreamed? My child is the greatest gift I've ever received. But Mother Mary, how did you grieve? I am just one woman, stretched like a sail on a boat that is too far from shore, and the waves, they just keep rolling. Okay, now I would like to introduce Andy Schuster, back there on upright bass. There you are. Yeah. So Schuster, as we call him, he plays in a lot of bands, including Ben's, and you two have been playing together for something like 20 years.
Very close to that.
That's crazy. And Schuster also plays in the Mother Banjo Band, and I went to a show a few months ago and saw him on upright bass, and I was like, what? You play upright bass too? Do you want to play at my show? And he said yes. Did you ever think you'd be playing bass to a song about a placenta? So I just want to recommend this book. It was really transformational for me. It's called Like a Mother by Angela Garbez, A Feminist Journey Through the Science and Culture of Pregnancy. And a friend gave me this about a year after I gave birth to my daughter, and then I reread it for this book club I was in Seattle, where we wrote songs inspired by books. And she has a whole chapter in here called An Organ as Two-Faced as Time. And it was a page-turner. It was really riveting. And I learned so many things about the placenta, and Angela Garbez, as she was learning about the placenta too, she said that the people she was talking to, these great researchers, were so excited, they had so much enthusiasm about it, that she thinks the letter P should be for placenta, not puppies or please, or like in kids' books, and you know, so this is called P is for placenta. We all learned once upon a time that when an egg and sperm collide, that egg becomes fertilized and eventually a baby. But there's an unsung hero here, an afterthought we should revere. Before that egg turns embryo, it first becomes a zygote. That zygote cell divides and splits and soon becomes a blastocyst, and that blastocyst makes two things, not just one. A brand new organ built from scratch that feeds that fetus till it's hatched. Now everybody raise a glass, a toast to the placenta. P is for placenta, not pizza, pint, or please. It's the motherboard of human life. It's everything you need. The placenta is a masterpiece of intricate design, a maternal-fetal interface connecting space and time, both hospital and pharmacy, a restaurant and more. It acts as kidneys, heart, and lungs until that baby's born. P is for placenta, not pasta or poutine. It's a big box store, a smorgasbord, it's everything you need. The placenta isn't pretty, it looks like a piece of meat. It smells musky, like a liver, but it's still a wholesome treat. You can roast it in the oven, dehydrate it into pills. You can drink placenta smoothie, it is sure to heal your ills. P is for placenta, not perfume or potpourri. Its abilities are amazing, we finally see your beauty. P is for placenta, we will pass you by no more. We celebrate your gift to life and raise a glass once more. Placenta. That's the best word to sing in three-part harmony. Okay, so I'm going to introduce a couple. Well, you know Haley. Let's give her another round. That was amazing. And then Riley Skinner here. Riley and I met in Seattle when we were both living there. We were part of a women's song circle that was super empowering and wonderful. And one day Riley sent me an email. She's like, we're thinking about moving, my wife and I, and do you want to chat about Minneapolis? And I was like, hell yes, that's my favorite topic. I've been trying to move back there.
You brought a binder to our breakfast. You were like, I have no
and Riley just came out with a new album in October called Surrender, which is fabulous. Okay. So This next song is the title track, and it was also inspired by this book, Like a Mother, by Angela Garbez. In her book, she talks about how there's this pressure we put on women to go back to their old shape after they have a baby, and how it's ridiculous because you can't. You're something new now. Not just your body, but your time and your person, and you just can't be who you were before. And reading that made me think about how when I had given birth to my daughter, who's now 6, those first few weeks I would go on walks around our neighborhood, and she was like in the Moby wrap with me. And I had this super strong sense of my strength after going through pregnancy and labor and birth. I just was astonished by the power my body held. And I was like, wait a second, so this ability that we have to give birth to humans is what keeps us small and second and vulnerable and weak? Like, we've been sold such a lie. And I think part of that lie is just that pressure to get back to your old shape, to kind of, it immediately puts shame on your body, your new body. So this song tries to speak strength back into that. It also tries to describe what a contraction feels like. It strikes like lightning, shatters the sky, rolls through you like thunder, cracks your world open wide. You ride the waves as you push through the pain. You have never felt so strong. It pulls like quicksand, swallows the ground. You're caught in a riptide. You can't swim your way out. You lean into the flow as you learn to let go. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape. It moves like a river, sweeps you away. Say goodbye to your old self. You will never be the same. You are more than you were. You give more than you take. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape. And then she's with you, pressed to your skin, her eyes wide open, just taking you in. You hold her gaze, so in love and so amazed. You have never felt so strong. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape, to your old shape, and forget your strength. It's just such such a delight to play with all of these super talented musicians. So this guy here, Ben Cook-Feltz. We played our first show together in 2012. Yeah. And I just love playing music with Ben, and so we actually recorded this album mostly in Seattle because I lived there for 10 years, and there's a producer out there who I love working with, Alicia Healy, and Ben flew out with me for the first session and recorded keys, and I just want to thank you, Ben, because your piano playing and keyboard playing on this album really shaped the songs. Yeah. Especially this next one. So people often ask me how I ended up in the Twin Cities because I grew up in Arizona. And the story is that my mom is from Minneapolis, my dad's from St. Cloud. We spent all our summer vacations here. We have an enormous extended family, and a lot of you are here tonight, which is, thank you for being here. But my mom and dad met while my dad was at medical school at the U of M, and he got assigned to Tucson for his residency. And so we moved to Tucson. I didn't, I wasn't there yet. But when I was about 1, we moved to this house closer to the hospital he was working at. And down the street from us was a family who had a daughter just 8 months older than me. And our moms then had babies at the same time 3 years later, so we both had sisters who were 3 years younger than us, and the 4 of us just kind of like, we're always at each other's houses. And it was beautiful. Like, we lived in this very like dusty, deserty neighborhood. You could see the mountains. We had our front yard, we called it the cactus yard. We'd play hide and seek there. And we just, okay, so I've known my friend Jen my whole life, she's been there. And this next song I'm gonna sing for you is about her, is why I'm telling you this long story. So she became a teacher, she loved travel, she loved exploring, she lived in Spain, Egypt, where she met her husband, who's British, and then they moved to China. And then after they had their second daughter, they moved back to England. And shortly after that, she was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And we're the same age. This is devastating, devastating news. And she really fought hard to heal so she could stay with her family because her daughters are quite young. And I wrote her this song during that treatment, while she was going through treatment, because I didn't realize how, like, I took my childhood for granted, that sense of belonging and place that I had because I had a neighborhood. I had another family. Like, kids need more than 2 parents. They need lots of parents. They need lots of friends and siblings and, yeah, just, anyways. So I wrote her this song to just tell her how much I love her and how much she made a difference in my life. I mean, we learned how to be a friend with each other, and she taught me about negotiation. And she was always very level-headed. That is not my strong point. So, anyways, she passed away in October of 2022. And before she died, she asked me to sing this song at her memorial, so I made my first trip to England and sang this song. It's called Queens of the Desert Sun.
Children as wild as the weeds. We were fearless and bold, strong queens of the desert, sun and heat. Without a care in the world, we roamed through the streets. Your house down and you always welcomed me. I never had a friend like you, the kind that time throws your way. And I never knew how lucky I was until time tried to take you away. The games that we played, we were never afraid to dream. We were stronger than anyone knew, more powerful than we seemed. Adventure it called, you answered and traveled the world. And now you're the mother of two brave, beautiful girls. I never had a friend like you, the kind that time throws your way. And I never knew how lucky I was until time tried to take you away. I still hear the birds singing at first light. I still hear the dogs barking late into the night. Home was a place I knew because I had a friend like you. The secrets we hold, how our bodies keep hidden inside. They betray all the plans we've made. They eat us alive. I wish I could know that heaven was real, that we would dream once again in that place where everything is healed. I never had a friend like you, the kind that time throws your way. And I never knew how lucky I was until time tried to take you away. Time tried to take you away. Time tried to take you.
So people often ask me, like, how do you write songs? Do you write the melody or the lyrics first. And what I do is I start with a really big emotion that I can't communicate. And I just kind of work it out on my guitar and journaling and turning a song into it. And this next one, oh, first of all, this is so cool. We get to like have a little duet, bass and guitar. It's fun. I wrote this song in the winter of 2021, 2022. And we had just moved back from Seattle to Minneapolis, which was a dream. I love it here so much. I really hated Seattle winters, and we're having one here right now.
So it's your fault.
Is it? But we found this really great preschool for our daughter. We just loved, and I finally had some time to get back to my creative work. But then I didn't, because preschool kept getting canceled because of COVID outbreaks, and it felt like everything was so tentative, and I was just feeling so frustrated because, I don't know, like this is something that so many of the mothers I talk to express this, like it feels like we just have to grab these little pockets of time for ourselves, but we don't have like just these large swaths of time for self-care, for our own work, just like sneaking ourselves in these little pockets, and it can be very frustrating. And there was a period where I was like, I am just not, I'm very tense, I'm not being very kind to my family, and I didn't like that, and I wanted to understand what was at the bottom of that, why I was acting that way, and so I sat down and started writing this song, and I didn't have large swaths of time, so I wrote it, worked on it for little snippets. I think I was pretty obsessed. This song got written pretty fast, actually. It's a song called Kind.
I haven't been kind lately. I've mostly been tired. At least that's my excuse lately for harsh words and hard lines. And I haven't been kind lately. Sometimes I'm even just haven't had time lately to do more than make it through. And I haven't been looking up at the big blue sky and seeing sunshine after the rain. I've only seen clouds lately. I've only seen gray. I haven't been honest lately. It feels much easier to lie. I do my best to keep smiling for ya, pretend that everything is fine. And I haven't been myself lately. I feel somewhere far away. I've been living like a ghost or a shadow, trying to hide from all this pain. And I haven't been looking up at the big blue sky and seeing sunshine after the rain. I've only seen clouds lately. I've only seen gray. I used to think of myself as someone kind lately. Some days I barely feel alive. Everything's just so heavy lately. All I do is survive. And I haven't been kind lately. I've mostly been afraid. Afraid to face all my anger and longing. Afraid I don't know how to change. And I haven't been looking up at the big blue sky and seeing sunshine after the rain. I've only seen clouds lately. I've mostly been tired lately. I haven't been kind lately, but I'm trying to be brave. History to behold when
So this is the last song on the album. I really should have done my solo song earlier in the evening, before the witching hour.
Nice cheering section.
On the recording, there are some like kind of cool discordant cello vibes on that Moon song, so maybe the kids were just filling that in for us. Okay. Okay, so most of the songs on this recording have been written pretty recently, like between 2020 and 2023. But this last one I started in about 2016, and I just like couldn't finish it. I was trying to define what success means to me, because it did not look like what I wanted it to at that point in time. And it's not just like, it's not, there's this problem in our culture which we equate the like legitimacy of art with fame, and it really shouldn't be that way. Like there should be more opportunities for working artists to just make a living and to have that be legitimate. And this song is a song that I spent many years working on, trying to figure out what success meant to me, and it's called Stay True. Start that again. 2, 3, 1, 2. Measuring success by the wrong things. It's not in the money or in the praise you receive. It's in the way you are faithful to your wildest dreams. You are measuring success by the wrong things. Measuring your beauty by the wrong things. It's not what you look like or what others might see. It's in the way you love. It's in the joy you bring. You are measuring your beauty by the wrong things. And baby, I know how you wake up some days. You look at the world and you can't see your place. When it feels like the whole world is measuring you, there's only one thing you can do, darling, stay true. You are measuring your worth by the wrong things. It's not what you own or how high you can reach. It's in the way you are kind. It's in the song your heart sings. You are measuring your worth by the wrong things. Stay true, darling, stay true. Stay true, to your own heart, stay true. When it feels like the whole world is measuring We were hoping you'd do that. We actually have 2 encores for you.
I know a woman who feels every moment with sorrow and joy. She is blown by the wind. Her heart moves so quickly, it tires her to follow. But this world wasn't made for such sensitive things. And I want to sing her a song that will free her to feel what she feels without judgment or shame. All of her power right beside all her pain. And I know a mother who cannot remember. She died to the dreams she once carried inside. And she raised a daughter who cannot forgive her for failing to lead her with wings into life. And I want to sing her a song that redeems her for all that she is, that she hasn't become. As she lived for her father, then husband, then son. And Eve, blessed mother of all of creation, they punished you when you reached out for the truth. And all of this violence we witness toward women is the shame we still carry for wanting the fruit. And I want to sing her a song that will bring her into a world where her reach can be wide, free to take what she wants and to never be shy.
Thank you so much for being here and for supporting this album. It's just, thank you. This feels so cool. We think we sold out the show. It's amazing. I want to thank Mike back there on sound, who's been such a delight. Sounds great. Thank you. I want to thank Icehouse for existing, because this is such a great spot to perform and share music, so thank you. And I'm just going to introduce the band one more time, and yeah, we are all playing all kinds of shows all the time, and most of us are songwriters ourselves, so we've got Ihrig, Rydell, great opening set. Riley Skinner. Andy Schuster on bass. Anthony Ihrig on banjo. And Ben Cook-Feltz on keys. We're going to end on this one, and if you want to jump in and sing with us on the last chorus of the song, please do. It'll be really fun.
All want something good to leave behind. We want our memory to age just like fine wine. We want to leave knowing we did more right than we did wrong. No one makes it through this life without hurting anyone. We all want a purpose, something to chase our whole life through. We want to find meaning in the work that we do. We want to leave knowing we gave it all that we could give. No one makes it through this life without a reason to live. We all want one great love. We all want one true home. We all want one brave life to call our own. We all want wings that fly. We all want love to set us free. We all want to do something good with our time, leave a legacy. We all want romance, the kind that takes our breath away and stays for a lifetime. Grow stronger every day. We want to live knowing we are loved for who we are. No one makes it through this life without longing and desire. We all want one great love. We all want one
you so much. It's amazing. Before you go, I forgot to mention Rick Graft over there. I made an experimental merch item. It's a P is for placenta mug. So go check it out. And if you like it, maybe I'll make some more. Thank you so much for celebrating with me tonight.